It's July 13th, 2020, and we are revisiting our soap series with a hot process soap, Thievery. What am I saying about Thievery? Well, there's a story that goes back to the bubonic plague. There was a group of men who were burying the dead, but they were also lifting some valuables off the dead, and they never actually got sick, and people started wondering. They were grateful that these guys would come and take their dead away, but they were wondering, why are these guys never getting sick? And the story goes is that they were drinking something called 4 Thieves or 5 Thieves vinegar, not unlike what we've made, our firecider vinegar. So that's why we're revisiting the soap series this week. I'm recording this on Sunday, July 5th, and by the time this airs, this story will have more legs than it does right now, but it was reported this morning. Let's talk about Thieves soap. Well, we've dropped our lye, and for this Thieves soap, we're doing hot process, and this set up really fast. Yep, this is going to go really fast, which seems to be the nature of my crock pot. So I have two things that I am going to try. Let's skip ahead to the cut. The first thing I tried was taking my crock pot completely out of the heating element, and the second thing I tried was while it was cooling down, and I needed it to get to below a certain temperature in order to drop my sodium lactate and my fragrance oil. I used a big stretchy silicone cover that actually fits over my crock pot instead of plastic wrap, and that worked in terms of being able to keep the moisture in, and then I was able to get the soap into the mold a little bit easier. Let's talk about some of the goals that I wanted for this soap, and the reason why I am comparing it to our firecider. I wanted it to be a hard, long-lasting bar. I wanted it to have good cleansing properties, but not be stripping. Sometimes when you use too high of a ratio of coconut oil in your, as opposed to other oils, in your soap, it can be stripping. It leaves your hands feeling squeaky clean, but it's also very stripping. So then I also wanted all the anti-properties: antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral. And then finally, I wanted this soap to have some soothing and healing qualities. And I might not get that all in one soap formulation, but that's okay. For right now, we're just shooting for the moon. So how do I want to achieve this? Well, there is a fragrance oil called Thievery, and it's based on the idea of the scent of things like clove oil and citrus and some other essential oils that have healing properties or have anti-whatever properties. And it's a nice scent. It's kind of perfumey, but it's also kind of spicy. Unfortunately, for this trial, when it cured out, meaning it sat for a week, 2 weeks, I guess, it just remained perfumey, and so I decided to go the route of using all essential oils and botanicals to achieve my goal. So when I remake this bar, I will certainly bring you that episode and the fragrance oil blend, but for now, that's all I've got for you. I know this is kind of a short one, but as you might notice, I am recording and producing well ahead of my release dates, and the reason for that is there are some days when making soap is all I can concentrate on, and filming makes that process take all day instead of maybe half a day or an hour or two, depending on if I'm doing hot process or cold process. So until I see you again, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate those of you who have subbed in the last month. You're the best. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and all the stuff that you see running across the screen in the crawl on the bottom. So until I see you again, stay well, stay healthy, enjoy your summer. Take care. God bless.